I'm standing behind the counter at a small pharmacy in Prague on a Wednesday afternoon when this American guy, maybe mid-30s, walks up holding his phone like it's a treasure map. He's got that look. You know the one. Confident, but slightly annoyed. Hey, so I tried to buy Advil at 3 different places and nobody has it. Where do you guys hide the real medicine? I blink at him. Sir, we have ibuprofen right there. I point to the shelf 2 meters away. He looks back at me. No, I need Advil, the brand, for my headache. That's when I realize he doesn't know Advil is ibuprofen. He thinks it's some special American formula. I explain this. He stares at the generic box like I just told him his childhood was a lie. Most channels would stop there. With the laugh, I go deeper. I track how small misunderstandings like this reveal entire cultural systems. If that kind of insight is your thing, you belong here. He buys it, leaves confused. That was a Tuesday in October. By Friday, I had 3 more. There was the woman in Copenhagen who got genuinely upset that our grocery store didn't have a pharmacy section inside it. She kept saying, "But where do you buy medicine when you're already shopping?" Like we were living in the Stone Age. Our whole store is 400 square meters. We sell food. That's it. Then the college kid in Krakow who asked why the clothing store didn't have a bathroom for customers. When I said customers use public toilets or cafes, he looked at me like I'd suggested he use a chamber pot. That's so inconvenient, he said. Yeah, we know. We live here. My favorite was the businessman in Amsterdam who wanted to return a shirt without a receipt. No receipt, worn twice, washed once. He said, in America, they'd just take it back. My manager actually laughed. Just straight up laughed in his face. Not mean, just surprised. The guy left holding his shirt, muttering about customer service. These stories started piling up in my head. I work hospitality. I see this every single day. Americans aren't bad people. But they're so used to everything being easy that when it's not, they assume something's broken. They think convenience is a human right, not a business model. This is the kind of pattern I map across cultures, how comfort becomes ideology. I publish breakdowns like this weekly, but only subscribers actually see them when they drop. But that was just the beginning of my collection. I used to drive a taxi in Reykjavik, night shifts mostly. Around 11 p.m. on a Sunday, I pick up this couple from their hotel. American tourists, early 60s, nice enough. They want to go to a pharmacy. Everything's closed, I tell them. The wife leans forward. It's only 11. What do you mean closed? It's Sunday. Pharmacies close at 6 p.m. Her husband jumps in. What if someone gets sick? Hospital, I say. For Tylenol. Yes, they sit back. Silent for like 30 seconds. Then the wife says, that's actually insane. Not to me, just to the universe. They make me drive them to the 24-hour pharmacy across town. It's a 40-minute drive. They pay 18,000 krona for a box of paracetamol. That's about $130 USD for basic painkillers. They don't even complain. They're just relieved something was open. I had another fare, maybe 2 months later. Solo traveler. Guy in his 20s with a huge backpack. He wants food. It's 10 p.m. on a Tuesday. Where's good? He asks. I list the 2 places still open. A kebab shop and a hot dog stand. What about real restaurants? Closed. He actually argues with me. Says he walked past 5 restaurants that looked open. I explain they close at 9 p.m. on weekdays. He says, but there were lights on. Yeah. We don't turn off every light the second we lock up. He ends up at the hot dog stand. Later tells me it was surprisingly good. It's a famous hot dog stand. Anthony Bourdain ate there. But sure. Down in Lisbon, I worked a summer at a rooftop bar. This American woman, probably late 40s, comes up at 2 a.m. on a Saturday. She's been dancing. Looks dehydrated. Orders water and asks where the nearest drugstore is. Closed until Monday, I tell her. Tomorrow's Sunday, she blinks. What if I need something? What do you need? I don't know. What if I do? I offer her free water and some crackers. She takes them but keeps asking if I'm sure there's nowhere open. She can't process it. The idea that you might have to wait for things. She tips me 20 euros and says, "You guys really live like this?" Yes, we do. Over in Budapest, my cousin works at a hotel front desk. An American family checks in late Friday night. Around 10:30 p.m., the dad comes down. Needs diapers. The baby went through more than they packed. Stores closed, my cousin says. Gas stations? Don't sell diapers. This isn't America. The dad's face goes through stages of grief. Denial, anger, bargaining. Can you call someone? My cousin actually does. Calls 3 nearby hotels. One of them has a half-empty pack of diapers they're willing to sell. Charges them 30 euros for 6 diapers. The dad pays it. Thanks my cousin like he saved his life. The next morning, the mom comes down. She's calmer. Says, "We didn't realize how much we depend on stores being open." My cousin nods. She hears this twice a week. I'm a tour guide in Rome. Small group tours, mostly. We had this couple from Texas join us on a Thursday in March. The husband keeps checking his phone and looking confused. Finally, he asks, "Why does my calendar say today is 3/14? I don't understand the question. Because it's March 14th? But it's written backwards." I look at his phone. It's showing 14/3/2025. Day, then month, like normal. He's upset because his phone switched to European format, and he thinks it's broken. He wants to know how to change it back. His wife says, "Just remember it's backwards." But what if I miss an appointment? "Ma'am, you're on vacation." I try explaining that day, cha month, cha trishu year makes more sense because it goes from smallest to largest unit. He does not want to hear this. He spends the rest of the tour manually calculating dates in his head. At one point he says, "So Christmas is 25/12? Yeah, that's how numbers work." Up in Stockholm, I work at a university admin office. We get exchange students every semester. This one American student, junior year, comes in panicking. Her visa says it expires on 8/7/2025. That's next month, she says. It's June. I look. That's July 8th. You have a year. It says 8/7, August 7th. That's not August. I show her how European dates work. She physically slumps in relief, then gets mad. Why would they write it that way? That's so confusing. Because we live here? She's not the only one. We have a whole orientation session now where we explain date formats. Every semester, 3 or 4 students panic about their visas. Every single time. Down in Auckland, I worked at a car rental place. American guy, maybe 45, needs to rent for 2 weeks. I'm filling out the paperwork. So you need it from today, 19th of June, until 3rd of July? No, I need it July 3rd. I look at the form. That's what I said. 3/7. That's March 7th. We go in circles for 5 minutes. I finally write it out. 3rd of July, 2025. He relaxes. Then says, "You guys should really use the normal format." I let it go. Not worth it. I work at a hotel in Montreal. Front desk, weekday shifts. This American couple checks in during January. It's cold. Like -20 Celsius cold. The husband asks what the temperature is. -20, I say. His face goes pale. 20 below zero? Yes? Fahrenheit? Celsius. He pulls out his phone. Does the conversion. Oh, so it's like -4? No, sir. That's -4 Fahrenheit. It's -20 Celsius. He's confused. His wife is confused. I'm confused that they're confused. They go to their room, come back down 20 minutes later wearing every piece of clothing they brought. It's -4 Fahrenheit outside. That's -20 Celsius. They thought it was +20 Celsius because they didn't understand the minus sign applied to the number. They lasted 15 minutes outside. Came back furious with the weather. In Berlin, I work at a cafe. Summer day, really warm. American tourist orders an iced coffee. Make small talk. Beautiful day, I say. Yeah, finally hit 80. I'm confused. It's 27. No, it's definitely at least 80. Feels like Texas. 27 Celsius. She stops. What's that in real degrees? I don't take the bait. About 80 Fahrenheit. She laughs. Oh, right. You guys use the weird system. The weird system that the entire world except 3 countries use. But sure, over in Sydney, I'm a swim instructor at a beach. American family signs their kids up. The dad asks what the water temperature is. 2 degrees, I say. That's freezing. It's quite nice, actually. 2 degrees is below freezing. I realize the problem. 22 Celsius, sir. That's about 72 Fahrenheit. He looks embarrassed. Right. Yeah, I knew that. He didn't. His kids are already in the water. They're fine. He stands on the beach trying to convert every temperature in his head for the rest of the lesson. At one point, he asks if 30 degrees is hot or cold. Mate, just feel the air. You'll know. In Copenhagen, I worked at a pharmacy counter. American woman comes in, early 30s, looks miserable. I have a fever, she says. It's 38. That's not too bad, I say. Mild fever, not too bad? I'm dying! 38 Celsius is only 100 Fahrenheit. She stares. Only? It's not dangerous unless it goes above 39, maybe 40. What's that in real numbers? I'm so tired. 102 to 104. She buys paracetamol, leaves muttering about metric systems and healthcare. The next person in line is Swedish. He grins at me. They always do that. Yeah, they do. I'm a waiter in Buenos Aires. American couple comes in for dinner. Thursday evening, nice restaurant. The meal goes great. They love the food, the wine, everything. Then the check comes. The husband pulls out his credit card. I bring the card machine to the table. He just stares at it. Can I give this to you? Yes, sir. You can insert it here. No, I mean, can you take it? And run it? I'm confused. You insert it and enter your PIN. My PIN? Yes. Credit cards don't have pins. Ma'am, yes, they do. He tries swiping. Our machines don't swipe. He tries tapping. His card doesn't have contactless. He finally inserts it. The machine asks for a PIN. He doesn't know it. Can I sign instead? No, sir. We end up calling his bank. Takes 20 minutes. He's embarrassed. His wife pays cash. They leave a big tip and apologize. Nice people. Just completely unprepared. Up in Oslo, I work retail. Electronics store. American student tries to buy headphones. His card declines. Try again, he says. I try. Declines. That's weird. I have money. Does your card have a chip? Yeah. Does it have a PIN? No? I explain that most places in Europe require chip and PIN. He looks devastated. How do I buy things? Cash? Or call your bank to set up a PIN. He pays cash. But he's stressed about it. Says he doesn't like carrying money. I get it. But also, you're in Norway. Adapt. Down in Johannesburg, I'm a bartender. American guys on a business trip. They're drinking, having a good time. One of them wants to close his tab. He hands me his card. I bring the machine over. Just swipe it, he says. We don't swipe here. What? Chip only. He looks at his card. This is a chip card. Then insert it. He does. Enters his PIN wrong 3 times. Card locks. He panics. His colleague pays for everything with cash. They leave, talking about how behind South African payment systems are. Behind? Sure. In Prague, I worked at a bookstore. American woman tries to pay with a $100 bill. We don't take dollars, I say. Why not? Because we're in the Czech Republic. But it's $100. We use Czech crowns. She's annoyed. Says she'll just use her card. Card declines. She doesn't have a PIN set up. Ends up not buying anything. Leaves complaining that we should accept international currency. Lady, your currency isn't international. The best one happened in Singapore. I work at a hawker center, small food stall. We sell chicken rice. Simple stuff. It's lunchtime, crowded, hot. This American guy, maybe late 20s, comes up. He's sweating, looks overwhelmed, orders food. I tell him the price, $4.50 Singapore dollars. He pulls out his phone, opens a payment app, waves it at me. We don't take that, I say. Apple Pay? No. Google Pay? No. Do you take Venmo? I just look at him. Cash or card? He doesn't have cash. He has a card, but it's locked in his hotel safe because he read that Singapore has pickpockets. He's been using his phone to pay for everything. Everywhere he's been for 3 days has taken contactless payment. Every cafe, every store, every restaurant, but not us. We're a small stall. We take cash or chip cards. He stands there, hungry, sweating, holding his phone like it betrayed him. Finally, the guy behind him in line just pays for his meal, hands me a $10 note. The American is shocked, tries to refuse. The local guy says, "It's $4 la. Just take it." The American sits down with his chicken rice. He's eating, but he looks lost, like he just realized that convenience isn't guaranteed, that apps don't work everywhere, that backup plans matter. I see him again 2 days later. He's got a wallet, cash in it. He orders, pays, thanks me 3 times, says he learned something. That's the thing about these stories. Americans aren't dumb. They're just used to a specific system. A system built around making everything easy, fast, available. When that system doesn't exist, they short-circuit. Not because they're bad at adapting, just because they never had to learn. And these stories? They never stop coming. Every shift, every day, someone discovers that the world runs differently than they expected. Sometimes they adjust. Sometimes they complain. Sometimes they pay €30 for 6 diapers at midnight. But they always remember it.